Welcome back to the Russ and Jud Outdoor Show with Jeff. I'm Russell.
I'm Jud.
I'm Jeff.
So Jeff, we have a segment today that's pretty interesting and
we want to finish listening to Janet Holcomb, part 2 of the hunts that she's been on. She's got some exciting stories for us. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Janet, tell us about your second hunt in Canada for stone sheep.
In 2023, I went to British Columbia to an area called Matthies Wilderness, and I was able to harvest a beautiful stone sheep. And you know what? I actually brought you guys something.
Oh, great.
Look at that.
An autographed photo of my latest
that's
sheep.
awesome.
How do you determine the age of one of these animals?
So if you look closely, there are rings, darker rings around their horns, and they develop one of those ring segments every year. I used the same rifle, and it was given to me by my friend Jim Craig. And Jim's been my mentor in sheep hunting. He's 84 years old.
So Janet had a turkey hunt this year with your nephew Colton.
I did, yeah. We had a pretty spectacular hunt. We were in southwest Indiana. We got in a little late that day. It was already light. We were going into a ground blind, and Colton was worried about getting there. We saw some hens walking in and things, so I assured him that I felt like it was going to be okay because I knew that turkey hadn't been hunted on this property for quite some time.
Right.
So we get to the blind, we get in, and I'm still getting set up. Colton steps outside and calls and immediately gets an answer. He kind of came diving into the blind, and within a couple of minutes there were 5 toms that came out of the timber and came straight to us. A couple of decoys up. They went immediately to the decoys, started spurring them, and beautiful turkeys.
Wow.
Yes.
Have you hunted elsewhere?
In 2023, in April, I did a trip to Spain and did a roe deer hunt. Went with 3 other women. I was the only one that harvested
What was it called again?
roe,
Roe.
R-O-E.
How's that similar or different to like a whitetail?
They're very small, maybe a third the size of an average whitetail.
Okay.
So very small. They're tough to hunt because they're so tiny, they just disappear. And they're very, very quick. It's really fun to learn a little bit more about them and hunt a different terrain, different country.
Nice. Sounds like a good time.
It was really great.
Well, Janet, we certainly appreciate you doing the talks about your hunts, telling us your stories, and introducing us to some of your friends that you've hunted with. And those are awesome hunting stories, and we look forward to having you back again sometime.
Great being with you.
Yeah. Thanks a
We
lot.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Russell?
Here's an update.
On what?
I don't know. So we're just doing an update.
Okay, so say that we're going to cut away to Jud.
We're going to cut away to Jud.
Hey, outdoor friends. Like Brennan said to Dale in the classic Step Brothers movie, it's making my head spin how much activities we could do. And that's what I think about with the outdoors. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about the Dingell-Johnson Sportfish Restoration Act of 1950. The act made a 10% excise tax on sport fishing tackle, 3% excise tax on fish finders and e-motors, and import duties on tackle, yachts, and pleasure craft coming into the United States. In 1984, there was a fuel tax added to this, and so the Dingell-Johnson Sports Restoration Act is able to fund restoration and education for the outdoors, especially regarding water. There's $8 billion since 1950 that's been paid out. $8 billion has gone towards all kinds of things to help with getting access to water, boat ramps, things like that, but also conservation programs to help with the fisheries. And that's what we wanted to talk about today with the Dingell-Johnson Act of 1950.
People have asked if we've been videotaping our hunts, and we haven't. But we have. What the fuck did we say?
My brother, we asked him if we could use one of his hunts, so he had his daughter reenact it for us. So we're gonna take a look at that.
So this is a reenactment of the
It's a reenactment.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. This is gonna be great. So this next segment we want to show you is actually Jud's cousin, Doug Matthies.
You got a really nice deer in Indiana in 2023 during the 2023 season, and it's a monster. So got a chance to interview him. So enjoy. Hi, Doug.
How you doing, Judd?
Good. So you had a pretty successful day today hunting.
I did. I was in East Central Indiana. Came down from Michigan. I've been hunting some ground down here for years. So far, that has been the biggest trophy.
It's the opening of firearm, and you were out hunting yesterday, second day of firearm now, and you got this win.
It was a 56-degree day, full sun, light wind, and he still stepped out. He ended up fooling me for a little while. It was scary.
Yeah, especially that deer right there. That's your best ever, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks, Doug. Great deer.
Yep. Have a good one.
All right. Best worst hunting outdoor show that nobody's ever heard of. Jeff, do you have anything else to say?
No, I'm still anticipating the sponsorships. They're going to come in any day now, any minute. Any minute we're going to get them.
No, we're not. All right. Well, good show, guys.
Great show.
All right. See you next time.
Well, that was a great show.